Passos, senior Jimmy Merrill, sophomore Nico Clarith. Coach, will be with opening statement.
You know, the fans have been great this year. Thanks for the support. Certainly in the last game of the year for the kids to get 7,000 in here was great. You know, we just really good win. Really, Marist is good. They get Parker back. Those guys are ready to shoot threes. I was at the Maryland-Iowa game yesterday, and I said, oh God, I brought it back. I brought the virus back. Because Iowa made 8 of their first 9 threes. Fran was there. I think they shot 16 for 24 from the 3 to win the game. So I said, we can't, fellas, we let them get going. And I thought Nico deserved a lot of credit. The old guys, they're old for a reason, seniors, they just emotional. And they were, you know, doing their best, but a little slow start after a very tough game Friday night. I mean, some people said that was the best game of the year in the MAC. Well, it wasn't for us because we didn't win. But I appreciate that we battled, and we needed some fresh legs and energy, and I thought Nico provided it defensively, on the bench, making shots, and I appreciate that. He's really come through the last month for us. And tennis, getting a couple rebounds and making sure that you won your 4 minutes. We talk about winning your 4 minutes at a time. I can do that at Rennie's next clinic, how it's 4 minutes at a time in college basketball, and he won his, so that's great. Congratulations, we'll take it again. And believe me, Marist is good. They won 2 in a row. They had us on the ropes down there. This program's going to be good, but I'm not going to miss Khalid Hart because he's just a tough player, and I think he's going to play overseas. And Marist has got a lot of sharpshooters. That's what he does. He's brought in guys that can shoot, and they were spreading us out and making tough shots, but we didn't quit. And then the second half, defensively, it was all them. It was all the players down there. I'll take any questions.
How important is it to have, I mean, like you've seen the past few games, having Nico and he's shooting threes like that?
Yeah, I wanted to do everything. I thought it was more, he's always going to make threes or shoot threes or whatever. I thought it was his defensive energy. He was good in the huddle, a couple loose balls, you know, just stuff like that. I mean, when he stuffs the stat sheet, it's a different game, you know, and it's an assist, but his energy gets some defensive stops, like by getting into them, you know, getting into them, not letting, they want to do what they want. They like the Princeton offense. When you let them go at their own pace, and we were a little tired, they're very effective. I thought Nico disrupted their momentum, and for the way they played, for us to have a 5-point lead at halftime, because LeVon's pass was unbelievable, but to have a lead at halftime for the way they played, that was impressive. So Nico gets a lot of the credit for that.
Nico, coming off a very hard-fought loss on Friday night, did you think the team would need your energy, maybe coming off the bench, you know, this afternoon?
Of course, I think the team needs my energy and everybody else's energy every game, and I just try to bring it every game as best as I can.
Can you talk about the block you had on Richie Mitchell on the breakaway that really got the fans going? What did you see on that one, the kid at the breakaway?
Did it hundreds of times before. Just
Hundreds?
Same thing.
Hundreds. Played a lot of games, anyways.
Been doing it since high school.
They play 3 games a day in AAU, Mark. There's this new thing, you know. It's called AAU. They play like 3 games a day for 2 months.
Never heard of it.
Yeah, I know you have. You should come on a trip one time. You'll find out all the interesting people you'll meet on that.
Jimmy, you have some pretty phenomenal seniors on this team. I know you're going to play in this building again, but still, senior night, to be able to sort of send that out the regular season with these guys on that note, how special is that?
No, it's great. They're all great people, you know. And LeVon and Marquise weren't going to, you know, when I got the job, they weren't supposed to come here. And they just kind of came and I'm like, where are we going? I'm like, trust me, just, you're going to like this place. It's a great place. And they came. And then Javion had to be re-recruited because some people jumped in and tried to get him. And then, of course, you know, Brett staying for his 5th year. And Brett Bisping buying in from day one. But the first person I ever met on my first press conference was him. And I knew he was a basketball player, but I said, what else do you do? He said, I play tennis. I said, you're like John Isner, you're tall. And that's why we call him Jimmy Tennis. But and his dad and his brother goes to Siena. It's a nice group, but the managers are really important. But it's great to get the win in this building in front of the fans. The fans deserve it. They stuck with us. You know, you have 15 wins and come in tied for 3rd or 4th or whatever it is. I know we have to play in the 4-5 game. We were at the pinnacle there, and it wasn't so great coming back from Buffalo, even though they were close losses. A lot of teams would have quit, and this team didn't quit.
Jimmy, you talked about the 4-5 game. I mean, what's kind of your mindset knowing that you have to play that 9:30 game, and then if you look
I'm
back,
just worried about the 9:30 game.
but in theory, I mean, it's like only 18 hours after that B winner.
Let's worry about why we borrowing problems from tomorrow, Sam. We have plenty
It's
to worry about today. Is that okay, young man? You might want to write that down.
All right.
Why are we borrowing problems from tomorrow? Let's worry about that's from Parcells. That's in his 10 commandments.
Oh.
In other words, you got to try. No, you have to try to win Saturday night. That's it. Because whoever we're playing is going to be. Do you know who we're playing yet?
Fairfield.
Okay, so Fairfield with Nelson and all those guys, Mitch, you go to, that's a really good team. Let's see if we can win that, and then we'll figure out the next thing. The good news is we get a lot of rest. You know, we're out of the bye game. You know, the first goal is not to come in 6th through 11th if you want to talk about it. Of course, 1, 2 get a huge advantage. 3, 4, 5 have to play 3 days in a row. But Fairfield's really good. You know, they're hot. They're playing good. So they came back and tied us up in this building.
How much of a challenge is it to beat them for a third time? Also, when they're playing well, coming off a Buffalo trip sweep and everything.
It's a challenge to play everybody in our league. Our league's good. Our league's good. I just went through all the leagues. Our league's really good. There's a reason why I think we're 16th. There's 30 conferences. We're 16th. Some other people play in conferences and rack up a lot of wins. Well, their conferences are 22 and 24 and 27. Ours is 16th. Since I've been here, the average of this league hovers around 15, 16, right, Michael? That's real. Those are real numbers. I can't make those up. Everyone in our league, every night's a tough game. I know that. But Fairfield, Sydney can coach. You know, they can really go. Nelson's really good. I know they got Cobb. But the big guy's a handful. I really like him. That Sidibe's a great player. He's double-doubles, and they're going to come in here with a lot of energy. But if we win that game, we're getting deeper. You know, Khalil's going to give a little something to us. Khalil's fine. You know, and I think Sammy playing a few minutes today showed us that he can play a couple minutes. And Sammy, this is the worst game in the world for Sammy to play because they spread you out. You can play against those big guys. We'll play Sammy, right? We'll play Sammy a little. And so that gives you some more people. But Fairfield's good. You know, they're tough. So we'll deal with it when we play them. And then the next thing, I hope we get to play against Sam, and you and I can have some more fireside chats.
Don't worry about that tomorrow.
Would it be fair to say, when Clarence and Wright is on their A game and your team is rebounding and playing the A-grade defense that you showed today, is it fair to say that you feel good about it? You can go in this tournament and
Yeah, I mean, look, that Monmouth game, we gave them all they wanted. You know, there was a couple things just didn't go our way. A couple bounces of the ball didn't go our way. They made a really tough shot. I watched the shot. It was a super tough shot, you know, and then we're fine, but yeah, and I think Nico should get sixth man of the year. I really do. I think he should get the sixth man of the year again. But Khalil's going to have to help us. So Kadeem might have to play defense. So Sammy or Evan, somebody's got to go in the middle a little bit because that guy's out the house. Javion's a little tired right now. I can see it. I know when Javion gets tired, he needs a couple personal days, get his mind set, get ready to go. Been a lot of basketball for Javion. He gets pounded on all the time. He doesn't get, not that the refs aren't great because they're great, but he doesn't get the most calls in the league. It doesn't seem so. And he's been doing the yeoman's work around this place because Brett's a really tough player, but he's a little more of a step-out guy and stuff like that. Javion just does it night after night, takes the pounding in there. I think he needs a couple days, and we're going to need Javion's A game. So it's a team effort. We don't care who scores, we just want to win.
Everyone was rooting very hard for you to make one of those threes. Even though you didn't make one, how was your senior day experience?
It was really special. I was thankful for the opportunity to start. As a team, we wanted to get the win today, get some momentum. Marist is a really good team. They've won a couple of games in a row. So it was important for us to come together and get a win, get some momentum going into the tournament.
Pre-game speech, didn't you, Jim?
What'd you say?
Said, we're a good team, we can do this, we gotta protect our home court and get the win today on senior day.
Was it
Remember,
loud?
always
Was it?
protect this house. So you learn people that pay.
And when did you find out you started?
You'll learn
About
about
a
the
couple days
weeks.
ago, I found it.
I mean, what's that kind of when you'll be starting and see you and have that
It was
opportunity?
very exciting, I just wanted to come out and do a good job and help the team any way I could.
You've helped us all along for 4 years.
what advantage does it give you in a tournament against Fairfield, being the fact that you beat them when they were at the top of the division early in the season?
Yeah, no, it's always going to be a good game. They're running more. They run and fire threes. I mean, they probably watch the last couple tapes. They're going to hit threes. You know, people have been coming in here and hitting threes. I told you it's a great place to play. It's exciting, but we'll deal with it for 40 minutes. And you know, Nelson, the first, second team guy. Cobb's had 40 before. Like I said, Steve good. I know Johnson can shoot up the catch, but they're running. I admire Sidney because he's changed. He was a real Princeton guy, and it's a pretty, you know, I'm a flex 55 press guy from Gary Williams. He's a Pete Carril guy. He's adapted. Now he said we're going to run. They're going to run. You got to get back in transition and match up. And one of the flaws, one of the failures that I had as a coach against Monmouth was I didn't get our team to come back in defense enough and match up in transition. They got a couple big threes. You better match up against Fairfield, but we'll get on to that. You know, really proud of these guys. 15 wins, a lot of wins at our level and our strength of skill. I checked out the standings, and I'm not complaining, but everybody we played in first place. So, you know, we got to use that experience too. But Fairfield's good. They're good. They'll be ready.
Nico, you look pretty disappointed for Jimmy when that last three kind of went in and out. So we looked at the guys on the bench, and you looked like you were really hoping that thing would go in. Had you felt for him just getting a chance to play today? And
I mean, it felt great. Tennis is a guy who just sacrifices everything. He doesn't really get much playing time, but he helps us in practice. He's there for you to talk. He's just like, he's the glue. He's the glue. Everybody loves tennis. He doesn't do any wrong. I mean, for him to hit that three was everything. I mean, you could see it on the bench. Everybody just wanted it to be like, this is you, bro. Like, just hit it.
I was more impressed with the 3 rebounds. The generation blown. He won 3. I thought he did good at getting 3 rebounds. Well, the whole locker room's all good, young man. Good to see you again. How are you today?
I'm very well, thanks. The crowd was
I
big.
see the media told you not to ask me how I'm doing.
No.
He was so polite. He was so polite for 2 weeks, and now it's, look, he's like, yeah, screw you, man. Good for you. Welcome to the media.
Thanks.
Be unhappy and miserable. Next thing you do, you'll throw away your tie, and you'll just be one of them.
Oh yeah. So the crowd was huge tonight. What is the confidence level like, knowing that you could possibly have this in the MAC tournament?
No, the crowd's everything about here. That's why I've always loved coaching here, whether it was as an opposing coach or the head coach. And I just hope the late game doesn't scare away some of the fans. That's one of the things. It's just part of the deal. But it's great. This is a great place to play, and the convention center getting done, and when the front gets done, and everything gets really nice around here, is just going to make it even better. But come on out, it's Saturday night. It's March basketball. Whether you're a player, fan, coach, whatever. College basketball is about March. That's why it's one of the most popular things in the country, and this is it. So Saturday, come on out. But we need our fans.